Water you turned into wine. Open the eyes of the blind. There is no one like you, none like you. Into the darkness you shine, out of the ashes we rise. There is no one like you, none like you. Our God is greater, our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer, awesome in power. Our God, our God. Into the darkness you shine, out of the ashes we rise. No one like you, none like you. Our God is greater, our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer, awesome in power. Our God, our God. And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, what can stand against? And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand against? Then what can stand against? Our God is greater, our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer, awesome in power. Our God, our God. So our God is a great God. Our God is an awesome God. There is no one like this God on this world. So when we say our God is an awesome God, so we recognize we have seen such wonderful God in our life that not many other people on this world have not experienced. So your God is a God who makes a distinction between the world and you. So that's how you can prove that Jesus exists on your life. How do I prove my religion? How do I say the God I worship is a real God? So when you go and tell somebody out in the world, like so maybe you will have a different beliefs, but we do not. So when I was doing my executive MBA, so there was a discussion among people, and we need to introduce to each other. And I said, so I believe in God, and we will have a praise and worship every Friday, and we worship and we praise God. And then another guy asked, yeah, maybe there is some power beyond it, but I don't believe it. I see something is happening and you call it as a miracle. Maybe there is something different in that person and that makes a difference, but I cannot take that as a God. So I said, I believe in the God. And how do I prove my God is real? So God will make a distinction between his people and the rest of the world. When the world sees a difference in his people, then they recognize, yes, whatever they say is real. So our God is a great God. Our God is an awesome God. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Oh my soul, worship His holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul, and worship Your holy name. The sun comes up, it's a new day dawning. It's time to sing Your song again. Whatever may pass, whatever lies before me, let me be singing when the evening comes. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul, worship His holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul, I'll worship Your holy name. You're rich in love and You're slow to anger. Your name is great and Your heart is kind. For all Your goodness, I will keep on singing. 10,000 reasons for my heart to find. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul, I worship His holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul, I worship Your holy name. And on the day when my strength is failing, the end draws near and my time has come. Still my soul will sing Your praise unending. 10,000 years and then forevermore. Bless the Lord, oh my soul, oh my soul, I worship Your holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul, I worship Your holy name. I'll worship Your holy name. Sing like never before, oh my soul, I worship Your holy name. Jesus, I'll worship Your holy name. God told Moses, on one day, Moses, go and take my people into wilderness. So now my people are in slavery in Egypt. So you have to go and take them into the wilderness to worship me. So you go and tell Pharaoh, there is no greater God than me. And you allow my people to go out of your country and allow them to worship me in the wilderness. So that's what God told Moses, you need to bring my people to worship me in the wilderness. So God told, he did not say they have to go into the green pastures or somewhere and they need to worship me. But God said, bring my people into the wilderness to worship me. So Moses, agreed with God, and he is going and he is, telling the king that, so you are torturing our people, Israel, and their God is telling them, allow them to go into the wilderness to worship Him, and He wants His people to worship. So that's how God would like us to worship in times of wilderness. It's not like we worship God when we are doing good, but we need to know we need to worship God in our wilderness. Like the wilderness, you can imagine, it is not a safe time, it is not comfortable zone. So you can know, like the wilderness is something that you don't get what you need, but still God is calling His people to worship in the wilderness. But Egyptian, so that time, when you compare all other emperors on this world, the Egyptian emperor was very strong. But Moses, being merely a normal man, God is sending him to deliver His people out of the great emperor. So we'll sing another song and we'll continue. Here I am to worship, here I am to bow down. Light of the Lord, light of the world, you step down into darkness. Open my eyes, let me see beauty that made this heart adore you. Hope of a life spent with you. So here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. King of all days, oh so highly exalted, glorious in heaven above. Humbly you came to the earth you created, all for your love's sake became poor. Here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. I'll never know how much it costs to see my sin upon the cross. I'll never know how much it costs to see my sin upon the cross. So here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that you're my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. God is worthy to be praised. And the same God came down in the form of Jesus Christ to show the world. You need to worship your God. So He gave Himself as an offering to show the world. You need to honor the God who loves you, the God who cares you in all your ways, in all the days of your life, in your life. You need to remember your God. Go and worship Him with all your heart, with all your mind. So the same way God sent Moses, go and tell the king, he has never seen such a God, but I will prove, I am such a God among all the gods of Egyptians. And he, went and he said, my God is saying, he wants his people to, go and worship in the wilderness, to burn sacrifices, to our God. And they have to, travel 3 days. So he started, showing wonders one after other. So initially he thought so God said, I've given you the staff, you take the staff and I will perform wonders with that staff. So in the introduction, he started with his miracle. He put the staff and it became a snake. He never imagined it could be done the same way by the people of this world as well. Then, it was a surprise for Moses. So what is the difference between what God can do and what the world can do? We are all living in the same world. And as I said, God will make a distinction between, his people and the world. So even though they brought a similar, signs and wonders, always, whatever Moses had done, it was leading. But still, he could not accept, it is from God. So as I said, when I talk to, my friends, they did not believe. Yeah, maybe you believe, it's your, faith, but we don't believe. Maybe there is a power beyond our imagination, but I cannot call that as a God. So the same way, Egyptian king Pharaoh and all the officials, they thought whichever the God they worship are God. So they relied on many gods, not one God. They cannot accept one God. So they had a belief in God. We are not talking about people, those who do not have a belief. They have a belief in God, but many gods. So it is a combination of power. Each one can do something different. But when Moses went and said, there is one God, and He is greater than every of your God, and He is saying to bring His people to worship, his heart never, accepted it.
இல்லையற்ற அன்பினாலே என்னை அழைத்தார், எண்ணிலடங்கா நன்மைகளாலே என்னை நிரப்பினார். எல்லையற்ற அன்பினாலே என்னை அழைத்தார், எண்ணிலடங்கா நன்மைகளாலே என்னை நிரப்பினார். துதிப்பேன், போற்றுவேன், பாடுவேன், கெம்பீரிப்பேன். துதிப்பேன், போற்றுவேன், பாடுவேன், கெம்பீரிப்பேன். அல்லேலூயா, 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 அல்லேலூயா. நீ செய்த நன்மைகளோ ஒன்றாய் எண்ணி நித்தமும் உம்மை நான் துதித்திடுவேன். நீர் செய்த நன்மைகளோ ஒன்றாய் எண்ணி நித்தமும் உம்மை நான் துதித்திடுவேன். இதற்கீடாக நான் என்ன செய்வேன்? இதற்கீடாக நான் என்ன செய்வேன்? என் ஜீவனை பலியாக படைக்கின்றேன் நான். எல்லையற்ற அன்பினாலே என்னை அழைத்தார். எண்ணிலடங்கா நன்மைகளாலே என்னை நிரப்பினார். துதிப்பேன், போற்றுவேன், பாடுவேன், கெம்பீரிப்பேன். துதிப்பேன், போற்றுவேன், பாடுவேன், கெம்பீரிப்பேன். அல்லேலூயா, 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 அல்லேலூயா. உம் அன்பிற்கு இணையேதும் ஒன்றுமே காணே. உண்மையாய் உணர ஓர் இதயம் தாரும். உம் அன்பிற்கு இணையேதும் ஒன்றுமே காணேன். உண்மையாய் உணர ஓர் இதயம் தாரும். திறந்தருளும் என் மனக்கண்களை, திறந்தருளும் என் மனக்கண்களை. இப்பூவினில் வேறொரு விருப்பம் இல்லை, இப்பூவினில் வேறொரு விருப்பம் இல்லை. எல்லையற்ற அன்பினாலே என்னை அழைத்தார். எண்ணிலடங்கா நன்மைகளாலே என்னை நிரப்பினார். துதிப்பேன், போற்றுவேன், பாடுவேன், கெம்பீரிப்பேன். துதிப்பேன், போற்றுவேன், பாடுவேன், கெம்பீரிப்பேன். அல்லேலூயா, 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 அல்லேலூயா. புழுதியில் இருந்தென்னை தூக்கியே மீட்டீர். நறுமணம் நல்கும் நல்மணமாக்கி நீர். புழுதியில் இருந்தென்றை தூக்கியே மீட்டீர். நறுமணம் நல்கும் நல்மலராக்கி நீர். உம் கல்வாரி அன்பன்றோ மாற்றியது. உம் கல்வாரி அன்பன்றோ மாற்றியது. என் சுயம் வெறுத்து உந்தன் சித்தம் செய்வேன். என் சுயம் வெறுத்து உந்தன் சித்தம் செய்வேன். எல்லையற்ற அன்பினாலே என்னை அழைத்தார். எண்ணிலடங்கா நன்மைகளாலே என்னை நிரப்பினார். துதிப்பேன், போற்றுவேன், பாடுவேன், கெம்பீரிப்பேன். துதிப்பேன், போற்றுவேன், பாடுவேன், கெம்பீரிப்பேன். அல்லேலூயா, 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 அல்லேலூயா.
So God is calling your life to worship Him. So when you look at what time God asked the people of Israel, come and worship me, during the troubled time, during the time of uncertainty of their future. They all came and settled in a foreign land and prospered, and all of a sudden they become slaves. And now the future is dark, hopeless, and they do not know. And they started accepting the slavery life as if they did not have any choice, and they forgot they had a God. We have a God. He is calling us out of the slavery to, worship Him in the wilderness. So we all, we go and worship and we are joyful, but at the same time, do not forget when things are not on your control, when you do not know how the future is going to be, and God is calling you to come and worship me in the wilderness. I will show the world that I am the Lord. I am with my people. I will make a distinction between my people and the world. So when Moses went and told, he started performing one after other, and he said, the God of Hebrews saying to you, if you do not allow my people to go and worship, I will punish you with the plagues, so that you know that I am the Lord. So one after other, like in the initial few plagues, his heart was not shaking, because the world was performing similar things what Moses could do, claiming this is coming from my God, and you have to know, we are having a great God and He is doing it. At the same time, they were doing similar things. His heart did not change. At one point, God said, now I will make a distinction between my people and the entire Egypt. So whatever the plague I'm going to bring you now, it will only destroy the entire Egypt, and you can see that my people will not face any trouble from these plagues. The same way, so whatever the hail, the ice, rain, it came and spoiled and everything, but nothing has happened to the people of Israel. And at some point, God said, I'm going to bring a darkness over the entire Israel, entire Egypt, but my people will walk in the light. They don't have any impact. Then you know that I am with my people. And you see clearly, there is a distinction between, this world and my people, and I am with my people. So it happened the same way. He could, see in his eyes. And even then, he did not, allow them to go at certain point. So sometimes in our life, there is a question. Why does God, do everything? Why does God allow all these troubles to come into our life? Why can't God, directly bring the victory like Moses would have imagined? God said, you go and perform wonders and He will send. But it is getting very harder and harder. He did not expect. The same way in our life, we hope for something great to happen, but this is our question. Why does God not bring the end, from the beginning? I have to, go through all the struggles, all the obstacles. So there is a, fun thing, like when I was studying in the college, one of the professors said, so we all go to, someone's house as a guest or something, and we start eating, they give many snacks and we start eating, and then, finally they give something. Then after eating, we will say, like, this is the thing, like, if we get vada or something, yeah, after eating this vada, I'm just full. So it doesn't mean, you just ate the last thing and you got full, and before that, you had so many things went inside, and you don't recognize it. The same way, when we are facing the struggles on this world, when we are hoping for God to do miracles and wonders in our life, and God is taking step by step, why? So there is a reason for every move God is making in your life. Your God is a God who shakes the foundations So all that we look at is, the tip of the iceberg. So we just look at, Lord, this is, a little bit on top, but God looks at the foundations. When God makes a distinction between his people and the world, he shakes the foundations of this world for his people. And you need to, allow God to move the foundations. Every time when Moses went and, go back to God, Lord, whatever I have done, he is not changing. And God is shaking the foundation, starting from, making the river into a blade, and, making a dust into, locusts, and bringing darkness, and, bringing frogs, and everything one after other. He is, moving the foundations, so that the people will recognize there is a different God. He is, fighting for his people. All that he is doing because of, his people. There is no such God exists on this world. Whatever the God we worship, we go and, we honor, and, we give offering, and this God is fighting for his own people to let them, go and worship him.
சிறை வாழ்வு மறையும் சீர்வாழ்வு மலரும் சீயோனின் மகிமை திரும்பும். சிறை வாழ்வு மறையும் சீர்வாழ்வு மலரும் சீயோனின் மகிமை திரும்பும். ஆனந்த துதி ஒலி கேட்கும், ஆடல் பாடல் சத்தமும் தொனிக்கும். ஆகாய விண்மீனாய் அவர் ஜனம் பெருகும், ஆண்டவர் வாக்கு பலிக்கும். ஆகாய விண்மீனாய் அவர் ஜனம் பெருகும், ஆண்டவர் வாக்கு பலிக்கும். மகிமைப்படுத்துவேன் என்றாரே, மகிபனின் பாவம் பெரிதே. மங்காத புகழுடன் வாழ்வோம், மாட்சி பெற்று உயர்ந்திடுவோம். குறுகிட மாட்டோம், குன்றிட மாட்டோம், கரையில்லா தேவனின் வாக்கு. குறுகிட மாட்டோம், குன்றிட மாட்டோம், கரையில்லா தேவனின் வாக்கு. ஆதிநிலையேகிடுவோமே, ஆசீர் திரும்ப பெறுவோமே. பாலான மண்மேடுகள் யாவும் பாராளும் வேந்தன் மனையாகும். சிறை வாழ்வு மறையும் சீர்வாழ்வு மலரும் சீயோனின் மகிமை திரும்பும். சீயாழ்வு மறையும் சீர்வாழ்வு மலரும் சீயோனின் மகிமை திரும்பும். ஆனந்த துதி ஒலி கேட்கும், ஆடல் பாடல் சத்தமும் தொனிக்கும். ஆகாய விண்மீனாய் அவர் ஜனம் பெருகும், ஆண்டவர் வாக்கு பலிக்கும். ஆகாய விண்மீனாய் அவர் ஜனம் பெருகும், ஆண்டவர் வாக்கு பலிக்கும். யாக்கோபு நடுங்கிடுவானோ, யாக்கோபின் தேவன் துணையே. அமெரிக்கை வாழ்வை அழைப்போம், ஆண்டவர் மார்பில் சுகிப்போம். பதறாத வாழ்வும் சிதறாத மனமும் பரிசாக தேவன் அருள்வார். பதறாத வாழ்வும் சிதறாத மனமும் பரிசாக தேவன் அருள்வார். ஆனந்த துதி ஒலி கேட்கும், ஆடல் பாடல் சத்தமும் தொனிக்கும். ஆகாய விண்மீனாய் அவர் ஜனம் பெருகும், ஆண்டவர் வாக்கு பலிக்கும். ஆகாய விண்மீனாய் அவர் ஜனம் பெருகும், ஆண்டவர் வாக்கு பலிக்கும். ஆறாத காயங்கள் ஆறும், ஆரோக்கியம் வாழ்வினில் மூடும். ஆற்றியை தேற்றும் நல்நாதர், போற்றியே பாதம் பணிவோம். அநாதி தேவன் அடைக்கலம் பாரினில் அநாதையாவதே இல்லை. அநாதி தேவன் அடைக்கலம் பாரினில் அநாதையாவதே இல்லை. ஆனந்த குழி ஒளி கேட்கும், ஆடல் பாடல் சத்தமும் தொனிக்கும். ஆகாய விண்மீனாய் அவர் ஜனம் பெருகும், ஆண்டவர் வாக்கு பலிக்கும். ஆகாய விண்மீனாய் அவர் ஜனம் பெருகும், ஆண்டவர் வாக்கு பலிக்கும். பார்ப்போற்றும் தேவன் நம் தேவன், பாரினில் வேறில்லை பாக்கியம். நீரெந்த ஜனங்கள் என்றாரே, வேறென்ன வாழ்வினில் வேண்டும். பிள்ளைகளும் சபை புய்தா முன்னிலைக்கும், பரிசுத்த மாளிகை எழும்பும். பிள்ளைகள் சபையும் பிதா முன்னே நிலைக்கும், பரிசுத்த மாளிகை எழும்பும். ஆனந்த துதி ஒலி கேட்கும், ஆடல் பாடல் சத்தமும் தொனிக்கும். ஆகாய விண்மீனாய் அவர் ஜனம் பெருகும், ஆண்டவர் வாக்கு பலிக்கும். விண்மீனாய் அவர் ஜனம் பெருகும், ஆண்டவர் வாக்கு பலிக்கும்.
So when you worship your God in the wilderness, that's what God is calling you. You come and worship me in the wilderness. I will shake the foundations of this world for your sake. So when God is inviting, when God is taking us into the wilderness, we think, Lord, we won't have anything for eating. We don't have any clothes to wear. We don't have a money to run our life, but you are inviting, you are taking us into the wilderness. How is that, Lord? How is that possible, Lord? So when we looked at Elijah, when the rest of the world was experiencing famine, God is taking him into the wilderness. And he fed him with ravens. Raven come each a day and give him a bread. And there was a place where he can get a drink, water every day. The same way, when God is calling you, even at the time of your wilderness, remember one thing: your God is a God will make a distinction between his people and the rest of the world. It is not the same. Everyone will go through the same path. Everyone will try to copy you. Everyone will try to do the same thing, but there is a distinction between God's people and the rest of the world. So when these people of Israel, they did not know, at certain point even they felt like what's happening, and the king is getting harder and harder, and at the end he said, like, get lost, you don't see my face. But Moses also said, this is the last time I'll not see your face, and my God will prove that he is God over all your gods. At the end, like so they have to get the gold and silver and the clothes and everything. Even if they would have earned all their lifetime, they could not have earned that much of the possessions, that much of properties when God is taking them into the wilderness. So that's what I said. Your God will shake the foundations, and we will be asking, Lord, why it is not the end? Why don't you take me to the destiny immediately? And like I'm taking every step, falling 2 steps back, and again taking another step. and falling down. Why is that, Lord? Remember one thing, your God will move the mountains, your God will shake the foundation. All that we see is the tip of the iceberg, but He knows the strong foundations of this world, where to shake and what to shake. He knows exactly. All that we need to understand. Even in my wilderness, Lord, my heart will worship you. Bless the name of the Lord. Bless the name, all my soul. I will worship you, Lord. So when you worship your God, and He will make the distinctions in all the years, in all the struggles, in all your efforts, you don't see any meaningful outcome, but you don't know what foundations your God is shaking for your sake. All that you have to do, believe you have a great God, and He wants you to worship even in your wilderness. Give all your heart to God, surrender all your ways to God, and He will make a clear distinction among His people and to the world. And the rest of the world will, see and recognize there is a great God in you.